What's up, guys? Welcome back to DYAD in the Force. We are here reacting to and continuing our watch of Tilu, as I like to say.
I hate when people say the abbreviation for stuff. The
Last of Us.
It's been great. It's been great so far. That ending of the last episode, bringing in the spores and having her beat that girl's legs.
Yeah. And then we also have Jesse and Tommy somewhere. I'm sure they're going to meet up.
There's people being like, "Oh, it's so happy-go-lucky. Does she still want to find them?" And you're like, after seeing that, with especially the lights turn red, and you're like, "Yeah, no, she does." Yeah, no, we got Tommy and them meeting back up, which is now going to give her every reason to go back home. And we also got to see, they captured, one of the cult people captured one of the wolves and interrogated him, and he spilled his guts.
Yes, disassemble.
He didn't say anything, but he did spill his guts.
That was our introduction to Isaac. But also, we got to see, before they met up with Jesse, they got to see the actual ritual take place with the Scarifs. Scarifs, no. I've got Andor on my mind. With the Seraphites disemboweling a wolf in the woods. And things are shaking up, Things are about to go down. There's a war between the two. I do want to talk about, really quickly, a continuation of last week's kind of discourse. I feel like it makes sense that Ellie would sort of lose the plot, given their situation and, oh, Dina's pregnant. But then, when the time comes, when the target is back in the line of sight, she's like, oh yeah.
She's like a dog with a bone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can distract her with a treat, but no, when she gets the scent. We also got to see what it's like to be trapped in a room full of stalkers. That was terrifying.
It ain't easy. That's for sure. I mean, you could be in a room full of clickers and you're like, all right, let me map this out real quick and take them down. But you map out where the stalkers are, and then all right, 3, 2, 1, and they're behind you. It's crazy. It's scary. They are my least favorite enemy type in terms of dealing with them.
Just a random question now, because I'm thinking about it, especially when it comes to the clickers. How quickly did people who snore get killed?
True. It's kind of like the quiet place, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get into the reaction. And this one's called The Price.
Of course, he's a cop. They have the highest percentage of family abuse.
Damn, veins popping already. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's the worst thing you could possibly do right now. The look of a man who can't face his demons.
But I'm doing a little better than my father did.
Go to therapy.
I was like, here we go, and then I fucking went.
What? Why?
No one saw it. I was on my own. And I took it off, and it was all red and melting and gross. You know what it smelled like? Pork.
Who let this happen?
What do you mean, let? Who saw this coming? I was eating my damn dinner.
Hey.
Happy 15th birthday, Eli.
It's my fucking birthday, man. See what you got.
It's nice to see them together and happy. I didn't know they were.
Right, it's it wasn't always very tense between them.
Yeah.
Damn, that whole song was just about them, huh?
That didn't suck. Don't get me wrong, I love canning vegetables and shoveling shit.
I mean, hopefully that means we're
I'm
gonna
just
see
saying, I think
exactly
I
what
could be
caused
more
the
useful
rift.
outside the wall.
You'll get on patrols eventually.
I got a keen eye for these sort of things.
I don't think you do.
All right, none of my business. But, has anyone talked to you about the birds and the bees?
Oh, you mean dicks and vaginas?
Jesus.
I'll tell you what.
I said the same thing,
promise you I won't
Jesus.
get pregnant if you let me trim
What?
commercials.
The way he almost trips
I'll
when he's
see what I can do. Careful.
Those things aren't exactly built sturdy.
She's like, and I get to break stuff?
This would be, an amazing birthday gift.
Yeah. Is that in addition for educational Oh, no, she has a Walkman. Okay. I thought there was like a tape deck inside the ship, and it was like, Dad, I don't. What? I was confused.
Close your eyes.
0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour.
Oh, halcyon days. Like how it's like the Batman helmet. You're like,
Are you kidding me?
I can't turn my head.
You okay?
Yeah.
Fireflies.
I didn't notice him. I was like, what's wrong with the trunk? Like, she said about that tree? What do we...
We'll discuss this later when you're yourself.
Damn. Joel was intolerant.
I mean, came from a different time.
Well, I mean,
He's trying to do better than his dad, and he's seeing bits of it. But
I'm sorry that I got a tattoo and smoked weed and fooled around with a girl.
I see both sides of this. Really, I do. Cause like, they're trying to he's yearning for some like a piece of normal, right? And
Yeah.
she's reminding him, you don't own this. This is our situation. They gave us this house.
Sure. Can I see? Did it hurt?
Yeah. It's late.
get out.
I don't know what it is about these scenes in particular. I don't even know what she's eating, but it makes me want Denny's.
I mean, yeah, it is just a style at restaurant. Ever greater purpose. So these are just little things that just keep bubbling up.
I just want to understand it. So, I wrote down some questions. Okay?
I think she's definitely trying to reconcile with living
Yeah.
and not providing the cure. Jeez, 19. Just holding those reins taut for a couple of years. We're gonna see
I'll
it.
be there in 10. Tell them to dig in. Go back to Jackson.
Did you hear
Ellie,
it?
it's not safe. Go back.
I'm not your fucking kid, Joel. I'm your partner.
That was infected.
Eugene and them are gonna need help, so we're gonna see.
Oh, what happened to her husband?
Jeez.
We'll hike down from here.
I hate heights.
Switchback.
I hate heights too, but like that's the good thing about a horse. Is the horse also doesn't want to die.
Not the horses and shadows. Come on, man. Y'all made it across country. And she was 13. You don't think at 19 she's gonna know how to be a survivor?
I mean, maybe not. They've had a softer life. I'm like, who was like? What if it was an infected that was riding a horse? She's gonna hear a shot. Oh, she's not gonna.
She doesn't trust him.
I promise.
Well, she trusts Joel. I mean, she doesn't trust him to do
She's
this.
not gonna trust him
Can't
after he just shoots him.
Thank you.
If you love someone, you can always see their face.
Man, shut up, Joel. Jesus Christ. It's just another thing. Another thing for the...
Yeah.
Ellie,
What does she need to know?
I had no choice. And he ended it himself.
I don't need any more reasons to hate Joel, dude.
He ended it himself. The bullet hole has to be in the back of his head.
He begged to see you. He had time. Joe promised to take him to you. You swore.
Just got too used to lying.
I don't need your fucking help.
Right. Then I feel sorry for Joel again. And obviously, I don't think he sees her as a replacement for Sarah. But he is letting some of those intrusive thoughts win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he just has this love to give, and
Well, it's still in the back of her mind, has been going on for a lot longer.
oh yeah, yeah. But I mean, there was plenty of really happy moments too.
And Marlene?
The whole reason he did what he did was because he was sacrificing her life for the chance at a cure.
Making a cure.
It was never guaranteed that it would result in one.
Then I was supposed to die. That was my purpose. My life would have fucking mattered, but you took that from me. You took it from everyone.
Yes.
I've changed my position on the subject.
And I'll pay the price.
I just think for the narrative of the game, the narrative of the story, you know, we don't know. We can speculate, but for all intents and purposes, we should assume that they were going to be able to make a cure.
Oh, no, yeah, I see where you're coming from, but what I'm arguing is he himself as a person within this
Wouldn't know
story
for sure.
doesn't think that like he's toiling over that risk, right? They could have probably had like a 99% chance of creating a cure, but Joel himself is like, I'm about to lose like somebody else.
Absolutely.
If you should ever have one of your own. Well then. I hope you do a little better than me.
Damn.
just the connection, the thread going all the way back to his dad. Certainly not a lot happened in terms of the current plot with the Seraphites and the wolves, but going back...
But so much happened.
Yeah, all of that happened over the course of 5 years. Just crazy. And then, taking a look back at Joel's relationship with his father. And it all coming down to that line. I hope you'll do better. Heavy emotional episode. We got to see what happened to Eugene.
If I see someone say this was filler, I will go through the phone and beat their ass. Like, I know it's coming though.
You'll choke them through the phone. I mean, the discourse surrounding The Last of Us has been paper thin already, with a certain crowd. Obviously, we're not gonna mince words about there being valid criticisms about the show and certain fans disliking certain changes, but there's also another crowd that just doesn't know how to consume media at all. And I like what you said during the episode. He's spent so much time making decisions for everyone else because for some reason he feels as though he knows what's best.
I guess I shouldn't say there's not anything wrong with what he's been doing, because there very much is. But like, I get it, I mean, we mostly talk about Star Wars, and so I always look at it in the context of Star Wars, where Joel was pulling an Anakin, right? He's going to the dark side because he's trying to save someone, but it's not what they wanted. That's not what they would have chosen. He's making that choice for them, and it's this whole episode was about how he can't let her go. But I mean, like, as a father to a daughter, you shouldn't be able to let him go. Like, that's kind of the point of that relationship.
But like, what I mean, like, he comes home early, like he's created this sort of ritual with her on her birthday without consulting her at each junction, right? Because she's 17, then she's gonna turn 19, like 18, 19. Like, I wonder if, like, even though we see kind of a falling out happening, if at some point she was just like, stop doing this, And
I think it was a smart move to make it happen for so long, right? Because in the apocalypse, you gotta grow up faster than normal.
Yes.
Right. But even in our time, if people were going out on patrols at 16 and he wasn't willing to teach her until she was 19.
Yeah.
And even then he would have her pulled off of patrol like we saw. That's overbearing. That's a bit controlling, And like you say with the birthdays, he's deciding what to do. She's she was 17, but again, I have to say he's there to surprise her, for her birthday, and he's mad that he can't surprise her. Like, it was for him.
Yes.
It's for him more than it is for her.
I mean, like, it also comes down to just what she says in the episode. You're so selfish, and he doesn't deny it. He absolutely accepts it and kind of just parades it. Well, not, he doesn't parade it, but his answer isn't necessarily like, I'm sorry for that. His answer is, you'll understand one day when you have your own. Like, I love you Like, you can't possibly understand. And then, of course, the episode ends with her returning from what could be equivocated to something Joel would do. Another thing that I want to point out is when Joel said, "Come on," like all the teenager things at once. Yes, because like as you said, they have to grow up fast. But like, if we take how a dystopian setting kind of marks a regress for civilization, and we go back in civilization when 13, 14-year-olds were becoming knights and soldiers in those days, that's when women or girls became wives and queens at the same age.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was holding on. He was holding on for sure, but she was ready to grow up like as soon as she turned 15, 16, like the things that they have to deal with in that kind of setting. Looking forward to the next episode, because the next episode, never mind.
Yeah, no spoilers. I don't need it.
Such is the blessing and the curse of knowing but not knowing. I don't know. It could be totally different from what I'm foreseeing, but don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon to turn on notifications. Leave it in the comment section what you guys thought of this episode, and if you also cried. I'm rambling, man. Take us out.
Yeah. Again, I was gonna say like, share, subscribe, but you already said that.
Yes.
Awesome episode. We're moving forward. On to the next one.